our next speaker is only 19 years old. He's an aspiring chef. Badr Najib is here today to show us a demonstration and talk to us about creativity. Actually, he will show us something about creativity. Please help me welcome Badr Najib.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Before we start, I would like to point out that I'm a student who's presenting in front of 500 amazing teachers and principals. Focus more on me referring to you all as amazing and less on my grammar and presentation skills. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Badr Najib Al-Awadi. I'm a 19-year-old Emirati who aspires to become a chef. It all started back home, especially with this blender right here. It started back home when my mom used to bake in the kitchen. I would go in, whisking in the last ingredient, stealing her cake, and saying it was totally made by me. You see, all I wanted to do was to annoy her, but it all backfired and turned into a lifetime passion. I had my first TV interview on Samad Bay TV, which was an absolute disaster, I may add. It was live, and the blender exploded, but that's a story for another day. Then came the newspaper features. By then, it had all felt like I won an Oscar. I went online to see how proud everyone was of me, a young Emirati with a passion for baking. But that wasn't the case. Hate comments came. Hate comments came, page after page. And then came the doubt. Did I do something wrong? Did I disobey the norms? I was this close to quitting, but my friend Saleh had put so much faith in me, and I couldn't let him down. He told me, why not be the person who opens up doors for the coming generations? Why not be the first to pursue these dreams? I might have not achieved much for my age, just a few dozen interviews here and there, hosting 2 of my own cooking shows, and being on the cover of the national newspaper. Do you see this chef's jacket? This is a special one. I wore this when I was a part of the UAE national team. In the UAE national culinary team, we got first place among all Arab countries in the Dubai World Hospitality Championship. I also wore it when I was representing my country proudly in Saudi Arabia, Expo Milan and Expo Milano 2015, hosting cooking classes for the public. Since I'm standing in front of the leaders of the coming generations, I would like to talk to you all about inspiration. How do you inspire your students to be innovative? I know that we as students can sometimes give you a very hard time. Of course, I can see some of you laughing, and it's like, not just sometimes, it's always. But especially that we almost forget everything that you have taught us by the time the bell rings. But there are always those special moments that actually stick to us. The moments that really have an impact on us. I recall once sitting in class with a substitute teacher. He was talking to one of the students about his future career plans. The student was quite careless. He did not really care for his studies. The teacher asked the student, what do you want to major in? And the student had no answer. So what did the teacher reply? He said, "Tubat طباخ," which relates to, do you want to end up as a cook? Then of course, good old me was sitting in the back with a passion for cooking. I was pretty ashamed, putting in mind that back then, no one really knew about my passion towards cooking. And that little scenario did not really encourage me to step forward and actually encourage or actually tell people or express my love towards culinary arts. I felt ashamed and embarrassed, which brings me to my main point today. Why do we not look at all jobs equally? Whether you are a doctor, whether you're a cook, whether you're an engineer, or you're a janitor, at the end of the day, you are working hard to basically provide and support for your family. Unfortunately, a lot of us have this mentality where we praise certain jobs and we despise the rest. What is wrong with pursuing something you really love to do? If you really love it and it does not really offend any culture, why not pursue it? I wanted to become a chef, but the environment I was living in did not really accept that. You want to cook and clean after others, people said. So I had to let that dream go, but I did not fully do that. I am blessed to be living in a country that has progressed so much in so little time, and it has been one of my main inspirations to progress in so little time. And it has played a big factor in my success journey. By day, I'm a business student at the Dubai Men's College, and by night, I'm a social media influencer. I think I should step here a bit. I'm a social media influencer that aims to encourage people not to only follow their dreams, but to also get into the kitchen and cook some quesadillas on tortillas. Just because I was put in this box of what I was expected to be did not stop me from actually expressing what I really love to do, which was cooking and baking and teaching people how to cook and bake. I believe that the main ingredients when it comes to success contain from three main motivational parts: your home, your social groups, and the schools. And that is where you guys come in. Always make sure that you show your students that you motivate them. I know that you guys motivate us and we always act bored, but we do actually listen. Don't just let them be followers. Encourage them to be makers. Inspire them. Motivate them. Don't push them towards what is expected of them to be. Let them find themselves. Let them explore the possibilities and show them that you are always there to support them. I might have not majored in culinary arts, but I did not let my dream go. I have achieved so much in so little time. I have achieved things that I've never dreamt of achieving because I was never allowed to achieve that big. But I'm proud to say that I stood up and I popped that bubble and I got out of the bubble that I was basically restrained in. Before leaving, I want you all to remember one thing from my speech. You are never too young to start achieving your dreams. You're never too young to achieve your dreams. I am 19, and I tell you that age is just a number, not a restriction. Thank you.